Brandon Hathaway. I'm the preacher at the Westside Church of Christ in Owensboro, Kentucky. I want to thank you for joining me today as we open up the Bible and study the Word of God. We're in the book of Joshua, working our way through it and studying it, and we're in chapter 12 if you're following along with the reading schedule today. And so, chapter 12, and again, finding what to necessarily try to bring out in a good talk. Um, a little difficult in this chapter just because it's listing a bunch of names. And so if you start off with verse 1, it goes forth and makes mention. It says, "Now these are the kings of the land in whom the sons of Israel defeated, and whose land they possessed beyond the Jordan toward the sunrise, from the valley of Arnon as far as Mount Hermon, and all of Arab to the east." And so, again, it's not that it's all of Canaan, all of the land. But at this point, as we've got to chapter 12, halfway through the book of Joshua, these are all the kings that they have conquered and they have defeated. And so you start reading in verse 2, and it starts with Sihon, the king of Amorites, and then it just goes. And so it gives you a little details throughout verse 8. Then you hit verse 9, and it's just literally one king after another, king of Jericho, king of Ai, was beside Bethel, king of Jerusalem, king of Jamar, king of Alish, king of Deb. And so just one king after another, continuously listing them. And then you have verse 24, which says the king of Tizar, one in all, 31 kings. 31 kings. And so that's a lot of battles, you'd have to say. And again, sometimes it was 5 kings in one battle. And so it wasn't necessarily 5 cities all at once, but 5 kings came out to fight them. And so, but you'd have to take in consideration 31 kings, 31 territorial cities, nations within the land of Canaan that they had went up to battle against, and that they had defeated, that they had been victorious in. And again, we already talked about Jericho, and we've talked about Ai, and we've you go through and even talk about the 5 kings, or you go back and talk about when Joshua had called out for the sun to stand still and the moon to stop. God has already shown so much of his power to him. But again, as children of Israel, they do from time to time, they fall short, and just as we do. But as we take time to examine all that God has done, he's helped them to defeat, you might say 31 battles. I don't believe it's necessarily that many, as brought out. Some of them gathered together to fight them, but this many battles, and you've been victorious because God's on your side. And it's been obvious that it's because God's on their side, not just because that they're a strong and mighty army. And yet we lose faith, yet we'll doubt, or we'll forget to go and seek God's guidance in situations, just as the children of Israel didn't seek the Lord and when they made a covenant with the other nation. And so we have to continuously remember all that God has done for us, and that he's always there for us. He's always there to provide. He's always there to protect. He's always there to strengthen and to point us in that direction in which we're supposed to go. So let us continue to put God first, continue to be thankful, and remember all that he has done. So I thank you for joining me. I hope that you have a good and wonderful day. And if the Lord is willing, I'll talk to you later.